It's the time to get down.
You know, I like when they just sit there and watch me leaning over you when I'm getting ready to do this show, you know. And I like when they're just sitting there trying to figure you out. They're really trying to tell me to get out of the way. And I understand that because, you know, it's just one of those days. But see, you keep smiling because you keep watching the chat and everybody's going like, okay, what is he doing? Well, guess what I'm doing, you guys? I'm just making sure that I can at least meet the standards of what Mario does when he sets up his system. So guess what? We got a back-to-back day. We call it the all-natural Meko Day. Why are we saying it's all natural? She said, you saw glamour yesterday. You're seeing the all natural today. Welcome, Meko. How you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good.
You had a journey from the airport, didn't you?
Yes, that one.
You're not happy?
Well, no, my baby just left.
Now, most people are going to think.
I mean, most parents say you should have a kickback. You should have a break. Go out and just wild out. No, fuck that. My baby's gone.
Oh, it's that bad, isn't
it?
You
know, that's my partner in crime. She's like, that's my, I call her Sweet Pea. And
I know. So what we're going to do, this is the hard part.
I'm okay. Right. So you guys, I don't have any makeup on. As you see, I am
all natural.
All natural.
All natural. You look good, all natural. Okay, you look good. I mean, hey, look.
Oh, my God.
The real is they get to see the real Meko, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Hey, let me do this real fast because some people are used to seeing Mario Hemsley as the host, and he says, get ready and go to school. You know, it's his favorite quote.
Okay.
It's about knowledge. That intro he does is really to tell people you need to always school yourself no matter what.
I'm on board with that.
You're on board with it.
Yes.
You understand? Well, we're going to school people today because you're here to make sure that people clearly understand that the preconditions and expectations live on, right?
Oh, wow. We're on that tip. But at the same time, I might get schooled, too.
I know. You're not going to get schooled. You're going to be all right. So let me say this first to everybody. Welcome to Morning Coffee. It's a special day show when we go back to back. It was not planned. Because of the responses we got from, Meko and her show yesterday, she brought, I call it the Glamour Kitty Show. What was it? The
Glamour Kitty Show? Like, what the hell? Really?
It was a Glamour Kitty?
It's, it's me.
It's you.
And what you see now is like when I'm at home, and with little mamas, which is my Sweet Pea. And, she's either making my face up like I'm a Barbie or I have a team, that makes my face up. And I'm their Barbie. So you don't see me all glammed up today. Yeah, like Max said, what you see is what you get. Meko, you damn straight.
See, that's what I'm saying. And PMC says it's all good. You know PMC understands.
Thank you. PMC been,
he understand. Now, Norm is a diva.
Yes. Where is my sweetie pie?
He'll creep in later because, the hard part about Norm, when you're at jobs, sometimes you need your phone, kick it to the side.
We know all about that.
You can't really be in that mode where you're not doing your work and your job. He'll be there, but
you got to learn how to multitask. You get it in when you get it in. You do what you do. Yes.
All right, you guys. Well, let me just set up what we had yesterday, so if you can follow along. Now, it was a tame show, as far as I'm concerned, and tame only means we didn't have to go there.
Wait a minute.
It was tame.
Wait. Let me get my face together.
Wait a minute. What?
A moment.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about?
Oh, mommy mode kicks in.
You still having that moment?
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all gotta excuse me. My daughter is gonna be gone for the summer, and it's gonna be all the way to August. She comes back school time, so my whole schedule is around her. And if she's not around, I feel like shit. Am I supposed to feel like that?
Yeah. I think you should feel the loss.
Some people say,
You feel the loss. Let me say this. You felt the loss.
How do you overcome that?
You felt the loss before she was gone.
My stomach was in knots. Do any parents out there? Do you feel like that? Some kids, my child left before I even got a chance to fly out to Atlanta. And she's out there and she's on a plane now and I'm trying to keep a level head and I'm not going to even fake that. I can't even do it. Shit.
Okay. Well, then we're going to keep you in good standards here because
But if you make me laugh, I'll be all right.
I'm not going to make you laugh.
You guys make me laugh.
What I'm going to do is allow you to understand that no matter what happens with you, your child is in good hands. Everything's fine.
She's on the airplane.
She's having a ball on that airplane.
I know she is. So why come I feel like
because
shit?
you have expectations and preconditions. So let's start this
Sure
off right
do.
now. Okay,
Sure do.
all right. Expectations, preconditions.
Oh, God.
And let me say this: sometimes we have to have a show that just doesn't marry maturity all the time. What I mean by that,
Ooh.
we are married to maturity, and the way I'm gonna start this off is first of all, I think all relationships, no matter what age you are, it's about dating. Whatever you call the term dating, getting to know you, just a friend, feeling you out. Everybody has these terms, but you still want the dating. If a casual guy is just being casual with you, usually a sister is going to say, well, you're not really serious. Date me.
Wait, hold up. Wait a minute, because I'm listening to you, but I'm looking at Mac retarded behind. But, okay. You said a sister. See, now I got offended.
No.
Why you got...
When I say sisters, I don't mean it just as it relates to our culture.
Thank God.
Okay, so I use the term I think it's a sisterhood, period, in general. Okay, it's not related to just color. So when I say that the sisterhood, for whatever reason, takes a man serious or not when it's dating, I think all women, for the most part, say when you're dating me, there's expectations, right? Don't be casual.
I think that's a two-way street, but yes.
Okay, well, we're going to get to the men's side. Okay, but I want to... Wait a minute. This is what I want to ask you. It's simple. Dating is simple, right?
Nope.
Okay, kick me off and tell me why it's not simple. Okay?
He said kick me off and tell me why it's simple.
Why is it not
it's
simple?
It's a headache.
Oh, so now you come from the other side, so you're not having fun.
Not today. Just
We're not
kidding.
talking about today. We're talking about Meko.
Huh?
Tell us, first of all, before I even get into this.
Oh, did he just roll his head?
I didn't roll.
I didn't get into this. Oh, what's up?
See, Mac said woman with attitude. You have an attitude.
I do not. I'm repeating what I see. Shut up, Mac.
Okay.
You're supposed to be on my side here.
He is on your side.
Joker.
Okay, now look at... Okay.
I don't have attitude. I love you
Dating.
too.
There's a time where the bridge, you had to cross the bridge from fun to more serious. Were you always serious, or was you always fun as it relates to dating?
Fun.
Okay. Has it ever the fun left out of you?
No.
Even with the expectations?
No.
So, when a man is going to date
He has to really do something for the fun to just leave. Like,
explain.
Ugh. I mean, if I'm on a date and let's say we're sitting at a restaurant and we're talking, we're having fun, and he's sitting there, cell phone. Wow, really, dude? You supposed to be, the attention's supposed to be on me.
Right.
As I'm giving you the same attention back. So if I'm giving you the attention back, you're supposed to be looking at me. You know, vice versa. But if you're on the phone, now the fun just went left. So if I take my phone and start doing that, I'm like, well, fuck it then. Well, you know, I gotta listen to you. Okay, I'm just have fun on my own. I'm gonna create my own fun. And then he's gonna have a problem because now he doesn't understand that I'm doing a reflection of what he's doing to get his attention. To let him know, if you're saying in so many words, I'm not paying you attention, well, hell, I'm not paying you any attention either. I'm gonna just go on Facebook or Twitter, whoever, and make my little fun there. I mean, whoever.
Let me do this before
Guys get mad at that.
Yeah, I know. I understand. Let me say this. We're gonna talk from the point of view that Meko and I discussed this yesterday, and I'm gonna follow with Max.
We always talking about something.
But hold on. Let me do this, because a lot of times Meko and I are talking, and we're not getting out the information the way we wrap it until we get on the show, and then we're fighting for time. So what?
Yeah.
Right. We're fighting for time. So the dating part. Meko tends to go to the part where the guys, and rightfully so, may or may not be up to par or on the side where they're not bringing what they should.
Well, that's true.
Okay, but I'm going to go, there's dating where there's guys who are bringing what they can. And we're going to talk about...
There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But the female has to understand that he's bringing what he can. Don't get up there and fake, try to fake it till you make it situation.
Right.
With the dating. And it's not just material things. It's just being attentive, period.
Okay, so let me just say this. Now we're getting to what I'm talking about.
Yes.
And I was going to lead into something else. We're going to stay with preconditions or expectations.
Got you.
Sounds like you have expectations. Sounds like it, right now.
Well,
Okay.
yes, with the preconditions.
Right. And we already discussed that they may mean the same thing, but when you really get into it, preconditions, expectations, there may be a difference. We're learning it as we
What?
go. We don't have the answers.
We don't.
You don't. Let me.
We're
Okay.
going to talk about it.
Yeah, right. Now let me hear. This is where I want to start up. It's too easy, and Mac, I see you. I'm gonna follow up with you, but I got to get this one out. If I do,
Mac, shut up.
No, let Mac talk. Mac's got it. Mac's got it. I like what he's doing. I like what he's
know.
saying. Let me just say this. I always say, what is the ultimate first dream date for a woman? If you had to speak for some, most, or all, doesn't matter.
Yikes.
All that's important is to Meko, the ultimate first date, dream date.
I'm pouty now.
Okay, see?
Oh.
Okay, now, let me see. He said Lil Wayne.
No. You talking about Lil Wayne's pocket? That's well. Heck, he got what's her name, Lauren London.
Yeah, hey, look.
I didn't understand that.
Oh, why?
Not to veer left, but I seriously
Okay.
didn't understand that one.
That means you're not on the inside.
Right, a lot of us not on the inside.
So you can only speculate, right?
Right, so
Leave it alone.
it kind of
You got to leave it alone.
yeah. Okay.
All right, paint. You have to paint. Everybody do you know what dating is? It's a canvas.
Well, look at it,
It's a
Bobby
painting.
and Whitney.
It's a painting. You're constantly painting when you're dating.
Yes, it is a canvas.
All right, so
And yes, you're filling in the different color swatches. Yeah,
yeah, I know. Now let me do this.
marinate on that.
Let me do this. Before I get to Matt, what is your ultimate first dream date? Leave him alone, okay?
Mac is a pain in the butt. Okay, let me see. My dream date.
It could be. I'll tell you this: your dream date, but what would be in your mind? What most women would say, that's a first date. Yeah, when?
Meaning assets.
It doesn't matter.
Swag.
Remember,
all that.
and look.
You know what?
What?
We're not taking that phone. So it varies because some people say when Brian McKnight was hot, he was the ideal dream date because he had the voice to go with it.
Right.
Tall, he's sexy,
Right.
and he just know how to woo women. So with all that, for some women, that's a dream date. Versus
Right.
for some other women, Shamar Moore is a dream date.
So you're using men.
I'm
in
using in the
entertainment.
entertainment, and then I'm gonna go. Well, hell, you could be a dream
Oh, no.
date for some women. That you never know.
No, they think I skateboard. And
They do. They think you like.
you skateboard everywhere. Stuff like
Oh,
that. Catch me on a skateboard.
You got that? You
Yes.
got that type of rap?
Yeah.
Oh, baby, he
That's
don't
all right.
have. He not like that one.
I like my wheels though. All right, let's
Wow.
stay with it. Let's stay with it.
Well,
Here
I
we
was
go.
about to go there, but
I
I'm
know.
gonna stay on point.
So your first dream date. Notice what you're saying. Hold on.
For me, it'd be The Rock.
Oh, wait a minute. Notice.
Hi, baby.
See now, fellas. This is what I just said.
I know.
Said, I asked her.
You asked
wait
me
a minute,
my
wait a
dream
minute.
date.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I'm going off of looks first.
Wait a minute. Let me just ask.
Now.
Wait a minute, Meko.
We want to get all into the
Meko.
extra.
Meko. You had 3.
Like who?
Meko. Hold on. Wait.
No, Max said, "How about a short black pour in?" Wow, we don't use that word. We gonna skip you.
He said
But-
Negro.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Woo, you said it.
This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. You said first date is a person of a particular interest, where some people will say the first date is what you do. You
Okay.
went to a person. Well, we already
sure
know. Wait a
did.
minute.
I
So,
sure
hold
did.
on. Let me do this. Let me do this.
Stuck.
You
Fast and
stuck.
Furious.
All
Watch
right.
out.
So wait a minute. Dream date. Would men fail if they say their ultimate dream date and they were talking to you? And you said, "What's your ultimate dream date?" And that man, hold on, before you go, stop reading my mind. Stop reading my mind.
Why you stopping me? No, you gonna do this? We gonna talk about this.
Wait a
Why
minute.
you gotta? Ooh.
Don't you have to let the question come out before you can react?
Yes.
You already reading my mind, aren't you? See, this is what happens when you do an all natural day. All right, so you can pout all you want to. Just wait a minute. All right, yeah, you're right. You're right, PMC. Yeah, he got buffed and a little extra for this movie. You can tell he worked on it. But
Yeah.
and you know why he had to work on it?
Yeah.
Let me say why he had to work on it. He has some other cats in there who bring their own leading movie roles.
Like
The
Van
Rock.
Diesel.
They all bring their swag, so everybody's got to get
Yeah,
up
it
for
was like-
and big pimping to that movie though.
Yeah,
hot.
I'm
Hot movie, okay?
Love fast cars.
All right, now let me do this. This is the part where I say women are a little bit different when it comes to dating. Because
Well, if you're hold on, because I know where you're going with that. You think you slick. You think you nickel slick with that. You better cut it out. Okay? You trying to go there. But no, what I was saying was, for me, that does it for me. But if you're saying, let's get into the other things outside of the looks and what they have as far as representation and all that package. If I don't know a guy and there's someone that I'm interested in, and let's say Mac. Now, how you like that? Let's say Mac.
Okay.
I go out on the first date with Mac, and Mac seems to be a nice guy. Mac seems to have it all together. Mac seems to stimulate my mind. So if he's stimulating my mind and he seems to have that, personality that I could, mash with. You know what I mean?
Oh, I feel you.
At that point, now I'm interested in what else that he has to offer me. It doesn't have to be financial.
Yeah.
Not if I have my own. I mean, unless I'm seeking that, but I'm not seeking that. I'm seeking that craving that everybody get, that they can't just quite get it right.
And
it's that love.
And notice
love.
Notice all the requirements for the first date.
Right. It's not a requirement, but it's just I want to make sure we're on the same page, and this is somebody I can hit it off with. And if we're if we're at the same starting point,
right,
and we're racing together,
right,
as a couple, not individuals,
you're dating.
Yeah, right. But still,
first date.
That's
all you're doing. You know what the first date comes after? Probably meeting. Hey, you know what?
Let me
to call
meet you and stuff.
Yeah, and I go on the first day. You've already took it down a very deep road.
But that's how women think.
That's what I want.
I'm gonna say that. I'm not scared to say it. No, that is how we think. Y'all might think, okay, first day I want to wham bam, thank you, ma'am. And if she got any brains up in her head and she's sexy as hell and she has a body to go with it, then you guys go, okay, I'm gonna have to go and do this again. The first date, I know we can't get anything, but I'm gonna pay and let her know that I'm going all out for the guys, and then when you get past that checkpoint, now you're on to the next one.
Right.
Until you get to your final destination. Now, it's up to the guys what their final destination is, but us as women, we know what your final destination is because it's our final destination.
Got you. I got you. I'm just,
just go about it differently. We just want to know if we worth that to you.
Right.
To where you see you have this perception that you want to go that route with us. But we want to make sure that we're so interesting that we are keepers. Keepers, not fishing. Keepers.
This is interesting. I showed you how, and I'm a quote from what Max said. He had a scenario where he said,
he asked how many days. That's another one.
No, when he was in life, he said the first thing he would do is take his woman or the date to a food circus to make certain she has some class, then to the restaurant.
Wow. Talk about stupidity training. Wow. He's trying to say right off the back she don't have no home, no table etiquette, no nothing. He wants to know if she knows what a continental breakfast setup is versus, formal.
What I'm just saying.
Wow.
No, wait a minute.
No, but you know what? That is missing from a lot of women. I was brought up from old school, and my grandmother and great-grand, they were very, 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 very hard on the women in the family about keeping up with table settings and which ones and what two forks mean to this side, and what you do with your napkins. I still do that. When I have a napkin, when I finish with my plate, I still cover my plate because I was taught that it is rude in some cultures to leave your plate bare, showing all the food that you ate, which is disgusting to some people when they walk by. So not only do you wipe your hands with an extra napkin, you put it over the plate and you cover it. And the waiter knows what that means when you set your fork 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock or 2. A lot of people don't know that.
What about, let me ask you this.
So, in your face, Mac.
Wait, let me just say this. Stop frowning.
Oh.
See, yesterday, notice this. I want you guys to know when all natural comes, a different shell is around thee. When she was in her glamour kitty mode, it was a little bit different, right?
Yeah.
So to remind people what's happening here, we did start today a little bit later than usual, giving time for our wonderful guest to drop off her favorite and only child at the airport while she goes away for the summertime. So she's fighting through this to sit back and stay on page with us. The last thing she wants to do in the morning is discuss dating while her little baby boo is flying over Houston right about now, maybe Arizona. So Arizona. Okay, so
I have a flight tracker.
Oh yeah, I figure you do.
Yeah, one of those moms.
Let me say this: when we talk dating, when you talk to a certain age group, they don't want to hear a lot of this extra deep stuff. Let me just say this: I know,
but you know what? It matters. It does matter because you can't be like on what's that Atlanta housewife, Cardell and Portia.
Okay,
you know she's props to her, beautiful woman.
Right.
Hourglass figure for her petite size.
Right.
And he has preconditions and expectations.
Right.
He don't want her to be no independent woman. He wants her to do as I say. I give you all that I have. Just do what the hell that I told you to do. A lot of women that came on like Nene Leakes and everybody else was trying to let her know he's too controlling. She knew what she was getting into when she signed up for that mess.
Is that so? That's a good point you make. Let me say this. We're not trying to talk about the average, everyday, neutral zone.
But
we're talking about all types of people who have different choices.
Okay, but at the same time, with that whole little crew, there was a whole different types of choices, different types of people. They just end up on signing a contract to be on TV.
Of course.
But before that, they were average people.
Right.
Okay, so I think that's a good way of expressing and explaining what we're tying it into, because with Greg and Cynthia, different expectations, different preconditions for their situation versus Nene and her honey.
Right.
You know, but with Cordell and Portia, good example. Beautiful, don't know how to set a table. She's used to having people come in and cater to her and all this to answer Phil's question.
Right.
Yeah, she's a perfect example of that. And we have women today that don't have that. And the reason being, I can't make excuses for it, but what I can say is I don't see it in the schools anymore. I don't see that. When I went to school, it was in the schools. When you went to school, it was in the schools. Home economic is taken out. Auto mechanic, all that stuff that used to help define our roles in the relationship are no longer there. And if they are there, they're in schools that are way out in the valley, or schools that, you know, are not in, what do you call those? They're
suburbs.
Suburbs, yeah. They're not around. You have to go pay for these classes now. You can't just take it like you used to. Sex education is out, you know. They don't even do that anymore.
True.
Remember the parenting where you had to team up with a guy, or the guy had to team up with a girl? It's either you had to have an egg in your hand and you got to watch it, and the guys drop it, he just killed the baby.
Right. Get that. Yeah. And then look,
you know, all these things, it was teaching you preconditions and expectations.
Okay, now let me get to something else, because this is a good point here. You know, they have the millionaire matchmaker on shows, and notice that they don't spend a lot of time. It's cut to the chase. You know why I said the show is set up to say, here's the preconditions already. That's why you're on the show.
Right.
It is a popular show because people are going, let's just cut to the more important stuff. Not like we're meeting for the first time and it's more slow. You have to ramp it up quickly for the entertainment value.
Well, true.
Okay, now that's just the condition, and yes, it's pre. Now let me just go to something here that's important. There's that side of the group where women say, you know, my beauty and my appearance, me being here, is my millionaire presence. I may not have the money. You have the money. Men usually, because of the money, feel that they can have as wide a berth of choices, period. Now, it's different for women. We understand. They want a well-off, we talked about this yesterday, a well-off man. Yes. Is it fair for men to have is it better to find a woman with equal well-off status? It may work for some people, but typically, is that a better matchup versus I'm just beautiful, come see me, pick me? I know it's a hard one, isn't it?
No, it's not a hard one. That's a booby trap one. Why you laughing? That's a booby trap one. I'm not answering that in that order. Not in that. No. I would say it's preference. And you would. I mean, that's the way of old money versus new money thinking.
Right.
You know,
And it's real today, isn't it?
very.
That's what I'm saying. So look, you said you're not answering, and I'm telling you, is it real? And I'm just saying
It is, but I mean, not in the way that you
But let me do
pose that question, because that's kind of. When I said tricky, it was very tricky.
It's very tricky.
It's very tricky.
But
because
that's life.
It is.
That's real life.
That's true.
Yeah, right. You can't have safety zones because you're on a show. We're talking real talk, right?
Definitely.
And that's what we're sharing the stories, aren't we?
Yes.
Okay, let's share.
And that's why, when you make it so generalized, I'm like, I can't talk for everybody's experience because everybody's story is different.
What about you?
Now, it might lead to the same thing, but it's
Right.
just taken different. It's like one branch with many roots.
Right.
So that's why I'm struggling here. Like,
Well, let me say
if I
this.
say it this way, but then what about these people? And
You don't. No. You don't have to see. The part about this show is it's your opinion.
well,
Not-
no. I'm thinking as
that's
far
it.
as my answer, as far as addressing.
Yeah.
Because I want to be able to.
Satisfy everybody.
No, I want to troubleshoot
No, don't troubleshoot.
myself as far as
You ain't on the
stop
couch.
hating.
You're not on the couch.
Look here,
Don't say it.
look here. I was about to say, look, MF. I'm about to say it, but no. I just want to think about what it is that I'm going to answer as far as this question, because it's very big. It's a broad question, and you just can't go down that path as a dead alley and just be like, okay, that's it. You need to turn around, take another street.
Right. See, and let me say it this way: it's real easy.
Yeah, right.
It's easy.
You mean on the men's side?
It doesn't
Because
matter.
No, don't say it doesn't matter. It very much matters, because we
No.
wouldn't be having this conversation if it didn't matter.
No. It always goes back to choice. It's always a choice. I can set up the question.
Okay,
and
now see, there you go.
see, this is the part we discussed yesterday that when she doesn't,
We always get into this.
right. When we get into
We
a
bounce off each other.
and she gets,
I'll catch him.
right. And she said, when I don't like what I hear, I'm going to frown. Look at that face.
Yes, I do.
Right. Okay. But let me make it easier for you, as it can be couched a different way. Let's just say that.
Don't try to hold up. Wait a minute.
Freedom of speech. Go ahead.
I can't say that.
I know, that's what I'm saying. See, this is the part I love about the show. You can't go there. Be careful now. Everybody's listening to your opinion because they think it's valid.
That's fine, but it's my opinion. They have their own.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna come back to you, Mac, in a minute. I want to put her in that place where she's very comfortable, which is in the chair right now. And I have to give her-
What do you say? Let's skip the Red Bull.
You didn't read the previous.
No,
thing. He
you
said when you get to be a senior citizen, his needs are limited.
Wow,
All sex, some
that's
Red Bull,
nasty.
and before he watched the playoffs.
Nasty.
Okay,
he
but
just nasty.
no, he's
He
real.
is. No, he real, but he just nasty. Look at him go, little
Do you
nasty
know-
ass.
Wait a minute. Do you know that there may be some women out there who actually like a man like that? Okay.
Yes, I'm one of them, but dang,
Okay.
he going there like, oh my god.
I know, Mac. I know I got you. No, okay, let me say it this way. There are a lot of men out there who are not on
The same page.
No, Millionaire Matchmaker. Those guys have already accepted that, look, I don't care who comes in the
We're
seat.
talking about
Now-
the average Joe.
Right, just average. And not being specific unless you want to be. Okay, here's the way it goes. There are a lot of men out there who saying, I want to match somebody's income so I don't have to think about repercussions down
I
the road.
know brothers like that.
So is that a good thing to think? As far as if a brother doesn't want, or now when I say a brother, a man, we're not talking about just a African American. The men.
I know men like that. I know some men like that.
is
I know
it-
some that if you have bad credit, they won't mess with
Well,
you.
let me say this: is it in the long run
But
better?
I understand. But see what you're getting at. I understand because you have to put yourself in that person's shoes.
Right.
You have to. I mean, from gender based to gender based.
Right.
So it's a lot of times that we women we sit up there and we point the finger and we talk a lot of shit to about the guys. But the minute we have a child and I have to say this, and it's a son.
Right.
Now we calling the female that our son's dealing with all kind of MFs and BICTH. Yeah.
My whole point is this: when you do choose a different group a lot of people tend to rebel if they're not in that group against your choice for those reasons that they may not have.
Right, because it's not supporting them.
Right.
Right.
So where I'm going at is, in the long run, there's two schools now. The old school
and the new school.
And the old school was the man comes. And the woman just have to receive.
I like those schools.
You know what? I know you do.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The man comes with it. Comes with it. That's it. The newer school is
not like that.
Wait a minute. No,
not like that. I'm not saying I don't care for. I mean, as far as dating.
No, hold on. Let me just
because I don't want people to get that twisted. The way I was brought up.
No, yeah. Where I'm going is not where you have to defend yourself.
I'm not defending them, but yeah, I am.
Yes, you are.
I'm quick to say yeah, I am, but I had to think about it because I'm like, wait, I like the old school way.
Well, look,
I don't care for the new school way.
Wait a minute. There's